Here's a quick Photoshop tutorial. I used this card to frame a photograph on this page, and someone's asked me how I did it, so this is how I did it. I always buy the digital kit, and that means I get more options. So one way of doing it is to get the Magic Wand tool to select that area, go layer, new, layer via cut, and that puts it onto a separate layer. But if I hide the white, you can see that the picture has crept into the dots of the background here, which I didn't like that. So if I show you how I found a way of doing it, so I'll go edit, revert, get back to this. I realised in the kit that this shape from this card there's a yellow card with two of this shape on. I'll just revert that so you can see what I'm talking about. This card is a very similar shape. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use this shape, and I want to select that with the select tool and make a new layer via cut, and that puts the yellow onto a separate layer there. So if I go into that layer, you can see it. So now I'm just going to use my crop tool and just make it smaller here. There we go, done, cropped it. So now if I go back to the photo bin and get the green card back up, I can click and drag this yellow onto there, and that is a similar shape. So all I need to do now is get my select tool, and I'm going to drag it down and make it fit. Now you've got to make sure that this constrain proportions isn't ticked, because I want to drag it this way and drag it this way. And then when you're happy with the amount of border you've got, then that's a great place to put your photo. So what I would do then is I would open my photo. So let's find a picture of the football. Let's use this one. It's a different football match, but it doesn't matter. Drag that onto the photo bin. This is a different game, but it doesn't matter. So if we go back to this, if I then pull that into there and make sure that it's above that yellow shape, and then right click the photo and create the clipping mask, it jumps inside. But what I wanted to do was cut this photo this shape and then stick it on the physical card that came from the kit. So all I need to do now is hide the background green layer, and I printed my photo out like that.